features, but this is the workhorse. This is the heavy duty one that's normally $169. Okay, we are all about the ultimate summer sale event that's going on, and we have a today's special encore. And I ordered this. I didn't even, Bonnabelle doesn't even know this. When it was the today's special, I didn't present it on the day, but I was watching it at home like, oh, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Okay, it is by LivePure, which we'll talk about. It is a cordless oscillating 4-speed, did I mention cordless? 4-speed fan for $49.99. This would retail over $100. It does. So we brought it back in a special encore with FlexPay. I believe it's 3 FlexPays. I don't know where I did with my colors and my cards. I'm not sure. I think I had them. I don't know. Anyway, Bonnabelle Sherman is one of our home experts here at HSN. This is a long 3 hours going on.
Sometimes you need a little buddy, you know.
Yeah, you need my buddy over here. Come on over, buddy. But
right.
I ordered this. I thought,
good.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. It has
Yeah.
power. It not only oscillates, but it goes up and down.
Right.
And it's cordless.
Yeah. So you might be looking at this, go, oh, I bought that one last year when you had it, Bonnabelle. And I'm like, nope. Last year it had a cord and it was $5 more. This year it's the newest technology and it's $5 less. So this is our teal, great pop of color. You can see the power. This is an 8-inch base, real sturdy, stability, and this is where the lithium-ion battery lives. When you get it home, you'll find it's probably charged up around 75%. That's what mine was. And then you could charge it up the rest of the way. If it was at 0, you would charge it for about 5 hours from 0 to the 100. Then you get between 4 and 12 hours of power time. But this one's portable. So you can take this. Let's say you're going to drop your elementary kids, school-age kids off, and then you're going to take the toddlers to the park. You want this fan to be with you. If your kids are in sports and they have the baseball and the lacrosse, and all the activities that are outside. If you're sitting on those bleachers and you're like, oh, when's this gonna be over? I'm so hot. Put this with you on the bleachers. Then all the other parents are gonna look at you and go like, did you see what she has? What does she have? There's no cord. Well, that's because this is rechargeable, so you could take it wherever you want. And what's nice is if you're going to share this with the other moms, you can do that because it has a rotation feature. Take a look at this video. I love this because, all right, if you're taking it outside, not only will you get a cool breeze, but you'll keep the bugs and the flies away. I like that. And you can bring it outside after it's charged. You can use it inside. Now, if you're using it inside, if you would like to keep it plugged in, that's okay too. It will operate while you're charging. But you can also take this. Do you love to tailgate? Are you an NFL fan? Imagine having your tailgating, everybody's yay, go team, and you have your fan right next to you delivering that cool breeze. Maybe you're like me, you go out to weed, and I usually give up about 10 minutes later because it's so hot. But you can bring this right with you outside and do all of that weeding as well. I also like it for the kids who are going to camp. So whether it's a tent or a cabin, you still have to move that air because it gets really stale. Now with this portable oscillating fan, you can take it anywhere. Now here's the cool thing. So low, medium, high, but we don't stop there. We give you turbo as well. And then the oscillation. Now I know some fans go like this, but LivePure, again, always giving you that extra. So we're gonna go 75 degrees this way. We're gonna go 83 degrees this way. So you're creating this vortex of cool air. Now you might look at this and go, how big is it? But this is actually a nice size because somebody reached out and said, is that a tiny fan? No, no, no. This is a whole room fan. So this will cool the whole room. You can use it as a personal fan, but it will cool the whole room as well, Lynn.
Okay, here's what they're telling us. I know we have sold thousands and thousands. Yeah. Here's what's remaining. We have it in the white. There it is in the teal. I mean, yeah, how about the beach? Can you imagine? Oh my goodness, I love that conversation piece. We were talking earlier with the EcoFlow about this fan. I mean, that's another way you can power it up as you're powering it up. Again, you're also giving it the power to be 100% cordless. So we have the white, we have it available in the gray. You'll see exactly what Bonnabelle was just talking about, how it goes, you know, vertical, and then it also goes horizontal back and forth. And you can keep it however you want. But
That's right. See that one at the top, Lynn?
Yeah.
It's frozen in place. And I did that on purpose so you can see, if you find your sweet spot, you could freeze it like that, Lynn.
That's pretty great. Yeah, I love that. And then, of course, the teal color, which has been super popular. Now, remote control is also included. Comes along with your charging adapter. So you just charge this. What is the charge approximately when you do use it in a cordless feature? Or how much time?
Oh, how much time? So between 4 hours and 12 hours.
Okay.
And the difference here, Lynn, will be
The speed.
if you're using, do you have it on turbo? Are you using all of its features, meaning the left, right, up, and down? That's when you'll have a little less time. You'll be at the 4 hours. But if you're just using it as straight-on fan, then you're going to get that longer time. Now, I already talked about some really fun things. You could use this for all, all the games and the camping and outdoor and tailgating. But there's some serious uses for it too, which kind of tailgates with what Justin was talking about. What happens when you have a power outage? What happens when you have a tornado, a hurricane, brownouts, blackouts? Do you have a rechargeable fan right now in your arsenal that you can have when that happens? Because maybe you have an infant, a toddler, a senior citizen who really needs that breeze. This can be the answer to that because it will give you hours and hours of cool breeze all to your skin. Now, the job of a fan is to deliver a breeze to meet your skin while you're sweating, and it cools you down. I see we have a shot over there, so I'm gonna walk over there because I have a little story at the bedside. I have found personally that depending on how high or low your bed is, including your nightstand, that breeze might not hit you where you want it to be. So the Swedish beds tend to be a little low. Your nice, big, substantial wood beds tend to be high, and then you don't know the height of your nightstand. So you put your fan on, and maybe it's not hitting that breeze where you want it in your main core of your body or your face, or maybe your feet are sticking out at the end, your little tootsies need some air. With this fan, because it's oscillating, and we have it going left to right, up and down, so it is like a vortex of cool air sending out. You could just hear it and hit my mic. You could hear that power. So you see it's going up and down. Now, another nice thing that this has, many people do not like the lights. I'm gonna stop this for a second. Okay, so it is a lighted panel, but what happens if you don't want that light? Guess what? You can shut it off. So I just shut off the panel, and now I don't have those blue lights going, because some people like a totally dark room. That's another great feature that LivePure did for you. So with LivePure, you're getting left, right, up, down. You're getting a turbo feature, and you're getting where your panel can shut off. And this is going to hit you no matter where you are, no matter what kind of bed you have, because LivePure really gave it that thought. And if you look at that color, look at how it pops with the pink and the teal. And it could go in an all-white room, it can go in an all-black room, but if you have a coastal room, you'll want to grab that color.
Yeah, we have perfect 100% cotton sheets from our concierge collection coming up next. That is, yes, that would work back beautifully. We are very, very busy. If you are just tuning in, this is an encore presentation of our LivePure, very popular today's special, where they sold, I want to say, oh my goodness, how many thousands?
I think we did like 13,000 on the day.
13,000.
But then we had another show yesterday morning, I think, and another 1,000 went.
And it's going to happen again here tonight because you're securing the HSN price on this will be $79.99, which is still an outstanding value. Considering in retail, this is close to $105. We're offering it like as an encore today's special, same price at $49.99. Flex pay, it'll be under $17, I believe. Yes, to get this at home. There's also, is that free shipping as well? Oh my goodness, there's even more bonuses. Okay, so free shipping and handling on top of that. Many of you ordered a couple of these when it was our today's special, have already had amazing, amazing reviews. So basically, Vanaba, when I get this at home, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna plug it in and I'm gonna charge it. Right? About approximately how long? But it's gonna, you can use it as you have it plugged in.
It'll come pre-charged. When I got mine, it was actually on 75% already. So then as you use it, you'll recharge it. Another nice thing that is, so this has a panel that shows you, it's 4 lights, and one is 25%. Then 50%, then 75%, and then 100%. So if you were at 0, you would want to choose it, charge it for 5 hours. So my thought is use it all day long, wherever you're going. Take it with you in the car. Take it with the kids. And then at night, plug it in. When you wake up, you have a newly charged fan, and now you're ready to go again, and literally taking it with you. Let me just show you. It's only 4 pounds, so you can grab and go so easy. 4 pounds is easy in the palm of your hand. This is about 8 inches around, so it doesn't take up too much space. Let's say you want to put this on your desk, use it as a personal fan. You can, but this is a whole room fan, and that's what I don't want you to get. I think this is like 8 or 10 inches tall. Somebody really did reach out to me and said, is that tiny or is that big? I said, no, this is a whole room fan.
It's almost 12 inches in height.
Yeah, they appreciated that clarification because I don't want you to think that this is a baby fan. No, it's a nice substantial fan bringing a nice substantial breeze. And then here's your cord. So it's 41 inches. Okay, this is your charging cord. On your one end, you have your USB. Now you're going to put your block on there, okay? Your own personal block, because everybody has those now, so we didn't feel like we needed to include that. Plug that in. This is your USB-C, which is now the standard on almost all these plugs, and you're going to put this in the back of the unit and then go ahead and charge it. What I like about the 41 inches is that it's not frustrating. Have you gotten ever, you know, these cords are this big and you're like, what were you thinking? Yeah. LivePure always goes the extra mile. That's why we give you turbo. That's why we give you left, right, up, down, because then you're sharing the whole breeze. Now I have a great demo that's a lot of fun to show you the reach, okay? We're going to come back here. And my trusty,
update.
Yes,
I have 70 left in the teal.
Oh, wonderful!
Yeah,
that's such a pretty color.
It is.
If you have a coastal house, or you have just white or just black, it really pops nicely. Okay, so here's the point. Besides being a ton of fun, you haven't gotten to dance in the bubbles yet, so we'll have to do that. Okay, so the bubbles are coming up, but notice the fan is projecting them out, okay? Not 5 feet, not 10 feet, it's like 20 feet out. So the point of this is to show you, you could have this at one part of your room, and you're still gonna feel a breeze far away. So that's what's important.
I'm gonna go all the way out, let me see.
And then you also have the remote. So let's say you're sitting on the other side of the room, and then you want to use the remote because it was only on medium and you want it on turbo. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Where are you?
I know. Wow.
Yeah, it's so fun. And it really helps you understand. And of course, then, you know, when we created it, we thought it was so fun to have all the bubbles as well.
Yeah.
You know, it makes for a great picture, people.
It does.
But really, so this is 5, 10, 15, it's so big, okay? So this is a whole room fan. It's not a mini fan. It can be a personal fan. Put it on your desk for sure. But you do get this great reach. And then as you're doing it, so when you have a fan that goes straight on, it's great. But when you have a fan that is sharing the breeze, that acts like a little robot head, that is going left, right, up and down, you're sharing that breeze all over the room and you really feel it. So that's what's really important. That's what makes this special. And this is from LivePure. LivePure's been here almost 10 years now, can you believe it? And they give USA-based customer service, which means if you have a problem or a question, we're gonna take that phone call right here in America, answered by an American, and people really appreciate that. So a great product, and you know what, once I said, oh, that's a really good price for this powerful fan, but when I saw free shipping, I went, oh, I'm in.
I didn't even realize that, Annabelle. I was like, oh my goodness, right, so free shipping and handling, under $17, and it was such a great point you were talking about, because I was just chatting about my mom with that, she wanted a fan, and I said, she said, well, I need to get a fan that is on a stand, because I don't have any room to put, you know, a regular desk style fan. Well, this is ideal because you can anchor this however, like she wants to make sure it gets to her when she's in her bedroom. If she needs to be up a little bit, it doesn't have to be on a stand because you can adjust this going vertically or horizontally. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about right now, I'm sure.
And you know, that's a good point because of the rotation, 85 degrees, 83 degrees up and down and then across, it does take the place of maybe a standing fan, but also standing fans kind of scare me because I call them tippy dinosaurs, the one I have here. There you go, you're plugging it in. So you're plugging it in for max 5 hours if you're at 0, and then you're getting between 4 and 12 hours worth of power. So yes, you could use it with your tailgating. Hey, listen, who's the grill master in your house? You need to have a fan for them so they'll keep making those great burgers and chicken, right? So here's the compares. When I look at these 3 fans, I'm like, no, I'll take the LivePure. It's more attractive, it's more functional. Now, even with these, so with your mom, if she wanted one of these, here's what worries me about these. So, you know, if your mom taps it by accident, when you're walking, great, the teal's gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over and give you the weight.
Yeah.
Because then we're gonna tease her.
When you're walking, sometimes, you know, even for our seniors, if you trip over it and it falls over, or you have that little fear factor if it's the toddlers or the little ones. So this always worried me. I call it my tippy dinosaur. These are not attractive. And the other part about these fans is when you buy a fan like this and they're not attractive, you have to go, gee, where am I going to put this the other 9 months when I'm not using it? So now I have to have attic space, I have to have basement, I have to have something, a closet to tuck these away. When you have a LivePure fan, you don't have to tuck it away. You've picked something that matches your decor, that looks beautiful, and all of the LivePure appliances are very attractive as well. So you could leave it out and enjoy it all year round as well. And now we have our classic white, which I think if you were gifting a fan, I would pick white,
yeah,
because it goes with anybody and anybody's decor. But of course we have the gray, which is a classic for the last couple of years, right?
And boy, are we busy.
Are
Thank
ya?
you.
Good.
Yeah, best way to get through right now is scan that QR scan at the bottom of your screen. If you have a minute, go online and start reading the reviews. We have sold truly over 10,000 of these at this encore price at $49.99. So we're well over 50% off of what this would retail, which we love that, and free shipping and handling, and FlexPay. So you don't have to pay it all off. It'd be under $17. I was going to say shipping and handling included in your first billing, but we're taking care of that. And you always have your 30-day money-back guarantee. How cool is this? I'm just thinking as we're talking, like, my main thing was for outside on the deck. I love sitting outside, but in summertime here in Florida, it's just almost impossible, right? I mean, even with the little ceiling fan that I have, just never cool enough. How perfect is this? Because I can direct it directly on me, and I don't have to worry about having power. That's the wonderful thing. Once it's charged, it's completely cordless. So whether that's going camping, as we were saying, or picnics, or the beach, or wherever, at your pool.
Where it is.
Right? You have
you're having that birthday
air.
party at the shelter at the park. That's very popular here in Florida. They rent a shelter, but then you have the flies, and then everybody's hot. All you have to do is put one on each table. If you have a pool and you're gonna have a pool party, all you have to do is place like 3 around the pool and let that rotation of the oscillation cool the whole area. So as a last hurrah here, let's go back to show you the reach, okay? Because I really think this is important. Oh, and by the way, all of the features that are on the front of the fan are here on the remote, which means if you're sitting in your lazy boy chair and you're like, oh, I meant to put that on turbo, you can do it from the comfort of a chair across the room. But one more time, if Josie, if you'll give us some bubbles. I want to finish this with this because you may be looking at this, you don't have the same vision we do to know how strong this is. It is a whole room fan. It is a desk fan, but watch the projection. So will it go across the room when you're sitting across reading, but you have the fan over on this side?
Look at this.
Look at the bubbles. And they're going way out. That's the projection of the fan itself. Now it is on turbo, so it's really sending it out. And then you do have a rotation feature, and you can shut off the lights. So there's a lot of extras that LivePure gives you that other fan companies don't. I mean, just look. And if you notice, it's narrow, and then it goes out. It's like an expansive projection of the airflow, which is why you're seeing the bubbles really spread out. So it's a good story so that you can see its power.
Yeah, and the width. That's what I was so amazed at. I mean, obviously the distance, because it's going to be very powerful on turbo, but the width. So when you say full room circulation, you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
You can.
And this is without rotating it. You can see it spreads out. So it is a big expanse. And if I had this on rotation, we'd be like decorating the whole place.
I know. And look, I mean, this we did earlier. This is. Has to be, oh my goodness, it's gotta be like over 20 feet.
Yeah.
Right?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love bubbles, they're
And
happy.
remember, 4 pounds, so you're taking this wherever you're going, you take it with you, okay? To the park, to the picnics, outside, to your friend's house, it's perfect.
Okay, quick update.
Yes.
200 now remain in the white.
Oh, okay.
And we have hundreds of you in the ordering process, so that could also end up selling out. Now over 15,000 have been spoken for. Free shipping and handle. Encore today's special price, Bonneville. Thank you.
Perfect. My pleasure. Enjoy.
Okay. Yes,
it's a good one.
Mentioning earlier, you were saying if you do kind of a coastal decorating, that teal did sell out, but I said we have the perfect sheet set that's going to be coming out that has some of those options in those coastal colors, and it's from our Concierge collection. So we'll talk about that. It's our exclusive home